Alright, we live.
Yo, we Harlem on the rise, yo, we let it get the money. This a podcast, you can catch us being funny.
Yeah. Part 2, what we do. A lot of Harlem in this building, boy. Last week we had Brooklyn. Brooklyn was deep in there. We had the Haven and all of them was up in there heavy. Now we got Harlem heavy. That's right, New York.
We always kicking dollars, yeah. That's the stilo we do for the people. Higher than the ego, we ordinary people. We been kicking it, cause you know we living it. Come and catch a vibe, it's a vibe, come and witness it. We down for each other, no matter the weather. It's the
B139, we back. Hey!
What up? Welcome back to the B139 of Doc.
Don Vito, voice of the people. Okay, we got our second guest. Her name is Michelle. Everybody know her from Harlem, but they call her the Queen of Harlem, and they call her the Queen of Harlem for a lot of reasons. Welcome to the show, Michelle.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little story on you, right? Because, you know, you're a Harlem native, and a lot of people probably want to know, how did you get the name of Queen of Harlem? So tell everybody where you from, you know, and how was life growing up as a young Michelle.
Okay. What do you want to know first? How I got the name or the life?
Well, we're going to go into the name part.
Okay. Life growing up in Harlem was a little unique. When I was 15, I got my own apartment. So at 15 years, I ended up having a bunch of bros because, you know, when their mother said no, Michelle said yeah. So I think I probably had about 15 or 10 people living in a 2-bedroom. So we built a barn. I have a lot of bros, but we built a barn from young, from not having nothing and being young and being cool.
So when you say brothers, you mean you have a lot of biological brothers?
No.
You just mean bros?
Well,
okay.
My bros are literally I'm closer with my bros than I am with my
Say dudes from the neighborhood.
Oh, because I know when you said bro, when they said coming up, I thought you had a lot of brothers.
No.
Okay.
My bros are my brothers.
Okay.
They're not my brothers from my mother, but they're.
Okay.
I love them just as.
So pretty much like everybody from your neighborhood, that y'all was like, because you know Harlem was more so back then than now. We all helped each other. A lot of love was going on crazy. So that type of thing.
Right.
Oh, got you. Okay. So you said you was 15, you got your own apartment, and then how did life? You had your bros. So continue.
I'm a heavy gambler. Well, I used to be a heavy gambler.
Okay.
So again, 15 years old, you really can't get no job. So we used to have dice games.
CeeLo?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would host dice games.
That's Harlem though, man. We do 3 dice, man. 4, 5, 6. We don't do the 2 dice and all that.
Host dice games.
You gotta hit the wall and all that.
Yeah. If rent backed up or we ain't got no food, I'm gambling.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we always was okay.
So would you consider yourself like a tomboyish growing up?
I consider, people would say that, but I don't consider that.
Okay.
So you just gamble. You ain't play sports or nothing, right?
No.
Oh, so this your thing with the bros is gambling.
Gambling.
So you said, okay, you grew up with a lot of bros. So you saying you connect with guys more than the girls. What was it about the guys that you connect more than with the women? The girls, because y'all was girls at the time.
Females, I'm weirdo. And I know that. Like, I'm very standoffish. You know, girls are like emotional and, you know, I can stop speaking to somebody and never speak to them again. And female are catty. I'm not catty. Like, I'm like very short on emotions. So, like, it really didn't work for me. I had, the only time I hung out with girls, it was older girls. I hung out with Payton and them, but they were older than me. I never hung out really with females my age.
So when you say you could stop speaking to somebody, you hold grudges?
Yes, absolutely.
You think that's a issue or you fine with it?
I'm fine with it. I mean, because it's not hurting me. So if it don't hurt me, don't fix it.
Who's your son?
Cancer.
Yo, I was just about to say that. They say cancers, because 50 Cent and Charlamagne always say that. They talk about cancers. They say, because I'm a Leo, and my birthday the 23rd, the first day of Leo.
Okay.
And people say, I said, I don't got no cancer stuff in me. Because they say that cancers, they said they petty and they hold grudges. You know, that's what they say. I ain't saying this. But
But you know what the crazy thing about it? It's not really holding a grudge, because if I start speaking to you, I don't have animosity. I don't wish you bad. Like, I wish you well. I wish you do well, but I just would never speak to you again.
But what if they come to you and
I still wouldn't speak.
wow, even if it's not that serious?
I have had people where we were in the same event and we were we were friends for maybe 20 years, and I would look and
For 20 years? It's crazy. I was just talking to somebody about that. To me, I guess being a guy, I think I could, men's anything, unless it's some gunplay where you killed my people. If it's that. If it's not that, over some money or whatever we got into, I think I can, men's anything.
Not me. I don't agree. My father, close friend, murdered him. So I have very low tolerance, like zero tolerance on. If you show me who you are, I believe you.
So that's where you say you think that came from, like your upbringing, you made you.
Yeah, like just straight zero tolerance to that friend stuff.
Wow.
Okay. So you grew up with the bros, so you was gambling, when you said the money got a little funny and all that. So how was school and coming up
I actually dropped out of school. Okay. I dropped out of school and what grade was it? Maybe I think it was 10th. And then I went back, got a GED, then I went to college.
Okay.
So now with guys, you could connect better because your mindset, basically.
Yeah.
Where, the gambling.
Like, how like don't give a fuck. It's like they don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, and we just collaborate that way.
Wow. So did you have any biological brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have, what is it? I think it's 2 biological brothers, I think. And I have 2 biological sisters for sure.
Y'all close growing up?
I stopped speaking to my brother, I think I was maybe 12. Well, maybe 12. I stopped speaking to him for a long time, and then, we reconnect. And like I said, I was mad at him for something that he did, and I never got over it.
Damn, you don't even play, huh?
No, it's not that. It's just, when things mean something to me, it means a lot to me. And when you break it, and it's just hard for me to get over it.
It's crazy. Well, we had Snub on here earlier. We talked about support. And one thing what I always say about you, and I always give you a props on, I tell everybody this, and you're very supportive. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going by what you're saying. It seemed like it come back to your personality, because you're saying if somebody do this to me, I don't do this. And you seem like you do go out your way to help. Because I ain't gonna lie, you supported every time we had something, you bought something. You brought something every time. You don't just come, you always supported.
But no,
things.
That's the thing, you have to do something to me.
I'm not saying that.
I'm gonna support everybody.
You is very supportive. Yeah. So where you get that from?
Not having.
Because everybody not like that.
Yeah, no, not having. When your back is really against the wall and you really don't have nothing, and you grow up without nothing, you appreciate things. And money, it comes and it goes. So I don't attach myself to anything, because anything could go. I remember one time I had a house. My house went. I got another one. Car went. Got another one. So I don't attach myself to anything. If I can help somebody else, I'll help them. Because
I ain't gonna lie, support, I love it. I'm big on support, and that's what I do. And I see you seem like I've been
I was supported.
You seem like you love where I'm going now.
Yeah, I was supported.
Where I'm going now, and I saw you going different tables. Okay now, and you seem like you like it.
Yeah, I do, because somebody supported me.
You get your blessings right back. Right?
No, it's not even. I paid for it. When I was 15, somebody gave me my apartment at 15. And at 15, you can't go into the rent office.
You can't.
And, my father was murdered and my mother was on drugs. And she made sure I had a place to stay. So somebody did it for me, so I pay it forward.
So Vito asked you earlier, Queen of Harlem, where you get the name from?
Reggie from Final Four. What happened was, it was so weird. It was Carrie-O, Big June, James and Aaron. It was about maybe 10 different guys, and they couldn't come together to do a party. And Reggie was like, "Oh, we're not gonna do this, but this would be the best party." I was like, "I'm gonna get it done." He was like, "You can't get that done." So I went to Aaron, I went to June, I went to all of those things. The people, and we ended up doing a party, and the party was amazing. And the next day, I went to the storage room, and Reggie was like, "You the Queen of Harlem." And I didn't even take it into consideration. So at the time, I was hanging out with some girls, well, with my cousin and we had a thing called Vision of Beauty. So we had a cookout in Morningside Park, and this guy was like, Queen of Harlem. I didn't even turn around because I didn't even know. And he was like, and he came and touched me, and okay, I let that go. 2 weeks later, another guy was like, Queen of Harlem. And then I turned around and I realized that was my name. So it wasn't something that I, gave myself. It was something that.
So, because you're saying that you did something that they think you couldn't do. You brought everybody together.
Yeah, it was because of unity.
Because of unity,
from
right.
Reggie,
and you pulled it off.
Right.
So we called it Queen of Harlem.
Right.
Shout out to my man Reg.
Yep.
Big Reg,
That comes from Reggie.
Reg still doing it, man. Reg don't stop. Reg still to this day doing parties, man.
Yeah, he'll stop.
Yeah, shout out to
The
Reg,
name
man.
came from Reggie. And like I said, I was going places and I didn't know that was my name. And
Right.
everybody would just
But
call it.
you like that name?
It's cool. It's okay.
Do you feel you live up to that name?
Absolutely.
Because it kills me. People king of this, this and that, and they're not living up to it. And I'm not with shade nobody, but I always said, I'm not telling you because you here, but I always said you live up to the name because you do a lot. Like we gonna get into things. I'm like, damn. And Vito always said, yo, you working. That's why we had to get you on the show because we had everybody on it. We've been doing this for years. You know that we've been trying to get you years ago. And I feel if you gonna have a name, and Vito always say that, how you gonna call yourself money this and you broke?
You broke.
How you gonna
say your name Keith Cash and you ain't got no money in your
how you
pocket?
gonna sit there and call yourself murder something?
You know what I'm saying?
And
Dudes be having them titles and they don't be repping the
murder
titles.
something and you ain't killing nothing. And it's not just about and see, and that's why I tell people when you call yourself king, voice, or anything like that, it's not you just throwing parties. It's what you giving back to the community. Anybody can say this and that, and you getting a couple dollars on the street. It's not about you getting a couple dollars on the street when you call yourself that. It's about your impact. Because anybody can say, I'm Keith Cash, and you got money, okay, cool. I mean, not Keith Cash, I'm gonna say like Harlem. You claiming the city, I'm king of New York, whatever you claiming. But it's what you do in the community, your impact. Like, you know what I'm saying? I saw you on the news, and then, period, like, you doing what you're supposed to do, and that's what we do. We about the community. Because at the end of the day, we did our time in the streets, and it's always about, like bro said earlier, paying it forward. Snub and Mike Boogie, it's about giving. That, to me, that's the best thing.
Yeah, no, it really is.
It's really
I'm not gonna say
satisfying.
it really is.
So you live up to your name, so
See, but let me say something, cut you off for a minute, Doc. It's even better. It's even more prideful when somebody else give you a name. Because she didn't call herself Queen of Harlem.
No, I didn't.
If you listen to her,
Yeah.
somebody else called her Queen of Harlem, and she was like, okay. And then somebody said it the next week, and she was like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then now it's like it's a
Yeah.
household name. It's everybody calling it. So
Yeah.
she got the name,
Yeah.
and they must have foreseen some, or they put it in the universe or something,
Yeah.
and she been living up to that name from the beginning, So we want to salute you for that. And we don't about to get into it's a lot of people, they from out of town, y'all know what we talk about. But this lady right here, man, she does a lot of big things in the Harlem community. And I could tell that you grew up around a lot of guys because the heart that you got heart. Like she be doing stuff like a lot of people, a woman to be afraid to do by herself. It's like she takes Harlem on her back, and she gets a lot of praise for that, man, from different people, even all up in Albany with the state senators, and I'm like, damn, she ain't playing, man. You get a lot of support, man, right?
Yeah, I definitely do. I can't say that.
You get a lot of support.
Yeah, I definitely.
And you give a lot back to the community. So it's so many things that you do, but I just want to jump on the media thing, and we could just pick little things out. But the basketball tournament that you do, that I grew up around King Tower, we all did. Not King
King
Towers, and it went down, and you brought it back to life. Let's talk about that.
Actually, Honcho was doing Kingdom, and Hunk came to me and Hunk said, Michelle, could you sponsor Kingdom? And I said, absolutely not. And he said, why? He was like, it's not that. I mean, it's down. When you all for the community, do it. And I was like, no. So I went to Forster As a matter of fact, I was gambling on the side block. And we gambling or whatever the case may be. And the little boy was actually a little boy was running, and it was like they were shooting at each other or whatever the case may be. And later on, I seen him like 3 days later. I was like, yo, you bugging. He was like, Michelle, you saying that, but you go home. He was like, but we have nothing here. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You got that. And the next day I called Hunk back. And I was like, I'm a sponsor. So I was like, but you know what? I heard the scene niggas just shooting just now. So my biggest thing is I'm gonna get security. So I gotta make it where people feel comfortable because they wasn't comfortable with coming in no more. So I took a budget out of my pocket just for security. And I put the security and I told people to bring their kids. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna be responsible. And they started bringing their kids back out. And then that was the first 2 days. It was cool. The next day, a lady came to me and she said, my daughter haven't been out in years because I don't feel comfortable here, but I feel safe when you're here. So that just made me go completely harder. And Kingdom turned out amazing.
How many years you been doing it so far?
I did Kingdom 2 years. This year I didn't do Kingdom. I did Marcus Garvey. But I did 2 years, and now they back where they need to be. They killing it, and what's the month?
Yeah, and I see you do Marcus Garvey the first year doing that. Do you have any sponsors?
No.
Marcus Garvey?
I didn't have sponsors. I gave away $30K, but I actually paid for the whole tournament. But Shamgar gave me $10K towards the $30 that I gave away.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, they got nice uniforms, man. The refs, it just, you know, it's official. Yeah. They ain't no dudes running up and down playing. It's real. They playing like they playing for something too.
But you know, see, I don't know about basketball. It was like, so when they asked me, when I decided to do my own tournament, I had to go to Hunk and Russ, like people who knows. Like, I can put the money up and I can get the people there, but I can't even tell you what a foul is right now. So, you know, I know Russ for ball for 100 years. Hunk actually brought me to basketball because my son used to play on his team. So I knew that they were really good at that. So I called them, and then we had, you know, another female, and it just went up from there. I thought that I was going to have to build it, but it went up from the first year.
Where you get the teams from?
Soon as I said I was on the tournament, I posted it, and about 40 people called and wanted a team. But I picked the first 12.
And yeah, 40?
40 people.
Damn. So your Instagram, you get a lot of activities.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good thing.
Yep. So the first 12, and then they start complaining about the refs. So it's, I mean, like, I don't know what pro-am ref mean, but I know that that's what they want. So I was like, we got to get pro-am refs. And we end up getting this lady named Heather. She's a beast. When I say a beast, like, they couldn't come, they couldn't tell her nothing, and she is, so they kept the game organized.
So what makes you, let me say this the right way. So when you was over there, they were shooting.
Yeah. Playing
dice. You come, you start the basketball, you get it popping, you assemble the whole everything, you get it running. So what makes you, what do you think that made the people, the community calm down and just don't do nothing stupid at your game?
Because I respect people and people respect me. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you to do something that I wouldn't do. And shit, my bros know they're going to need me to come bail them out. So listen, this right here, you're going to do this the way that I need you to do it. And again, it's just respect. And they know I genuinely care. Yeah. So I'm not going to say nothing. I mean, I'm not going to just be like, oh, fuck that little nigga or whatever. Because I genuinely care for them. And they know that. So if I ask you not to do something, they know it's coming from a good place.
And then you got that security out there. It showed that you really trying to stop the...
And like I said, like, my freaking... What game was that? The championship game? I had, like, 10 niggas that was beefing. Like, you know, from, you know, somebody from uptown, somebody from the Bronx. Like, they had whole sets, and they came there with hoods on and masks. I said, listen, I walked right down.
They had whole sets?
Yeah. And, listen, I want you here. I would love for you to be here, but you gotta take that mask and that hood off.
I like that. I'm against the masks and hoods. I'm gonna tell y'all with 100%. Somebody come around me with that, I'm like, yo, man, I'm checking like, this nigga got COVID. I know it's around a little bit, but come on, check.
Ain't no COVID.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Ain't no COVID.
They can took
But
the
you know
mask.
what I'm saying though.
Nah, that ain't no COVID.
But they can get away with it now because COVID says you still can do that. You know, for the scary people. You know.
So I also see you every year with the Halloween. I take my kids there every year. Every year. There's like because I'm having a Halloween party here this year.
Okay.
So my kids is like, Daddy, I want to go to one where we get the money. I'm like, yo, you know Avery. Yo, when it come to that money, he's like, cause I think y'all gave him like 100. I bought 3 of my kids. They got like 100, either $100 or $50 a piece, and they was like, they thought they had to share it, and we just got there. It was crazy.
But you know another thing about it, not just give her money.
No, but
she give real stuff.
No,
so
I'm saying the Halloween party. We gonna get to the other events.
Right.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
no,
and
but
Christmas.
Halloween was
But I'm saying
originated by
Halloween.
Hunk. That was originated by Hunk, and he brought me in, and we just end up just letting it elevate to the ceiling.
Yeah, they was in Drew Hamilton.
Yeah, we had fun.
He was like
$50 to a little dude like that.
Was it 50 or 100? I can't remember.
We gave. It
What's
depends
it
on.
on?
It depends on the kid. Now, if you did good,
Yeah,
it was
right.
100.
Because he had AIDS. You're right. You're right.
Oh, they had to show the report
yeah.
card.
Nah,
They had to show
he had AIDS.
If you show me a good report card, I'm giving $100.
Yeah, they all had. Yeah, I think.
So, and then I put my foot in my mouth because I'm like, all right, these kids ain't going to have but so much. I got probably like 20 of them. It's like 60 of them little niggas.
Yo, you see the line.
I'm like,
You should see the
yo.
line.
Yeah, well, you inspired, but that's so
I'm like,
imagine them
yo.
following you. Probably got 80. He was inspired.
What the fuck?
Yo, we gotta get these grades.
Yo.
The ones that didn't get it, cause I want to get
No,
that.
everybody got it, but the grades you get more. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
100.
You got $50 if regular dance, but if you dance and got grades, you got $50 for the dance and $100 for the grades.
Yeah, it was like
They dance and stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Harlem, you got it.
All of them, you remind me of my mom, but they make you get out there and dance.
And then the crazy thing about that is, they you can forge a report card. So I had them bring the report cards or whatever the case may be, and a couple of them tried it, but you could go online and see the grades. But honestly,
that's cool cards last week.
95% of them, was accurate. Kids is not as bad as people say they are. Them little niggas was lined up, boys, every other. What the fuck is this?
So y'all giving out money this year?
This year I don't want to do Halloween.
Oh, you ain't Halloween this year?
I don't want to do Halloween this year.
You gotta come out your pocket now, Doc. Give Avery that 50.
We having a party for the kids.
I don't want to do Halloween because I'm doing Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I don't usually do Thanksgiving.
All right, so let's talk about Thanksgiving. So you don't do Thanksgiving?
No, this is my first year doing Thanksgiving.
Okay, so what you doing for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, ACS, which is the homeless, Child Protective Services. They asked me, could I feed 500 families? So we're having a sit-down dinner, not where you have paper plates. You have plates, glasses, and utensils, and it's going to be catered. So they're going to have a sit-down dinner catered at the school.
At the school.
Correct.
What school is this?
PS 197.
I went there.
Me too.
You went there? Yeah, I went there.
So that's Thanksgiving.
Yep.
What's the hours? You tell them.
2 to 7.
2 to 7.
2 to 7 Thanksgiving. Y'all got any media gonna be there?
The crazy thing about it is I'm not really a big media person, but they end up coming out.
Because you had the one on 197 when you gave out the computer. I think it was Christmas.
Yeah, New York one came out,
Yeah,
and they actually heard about what was. Matter of fact, you know what happened? It was the line that was so long, and they came because of the line.
Wow. So they came spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So now Christmas, you do that every year.
Every year.
Now, can you talk about the Christmas to the people?
All right, now Christmas, and this is why me and my brother, I don't like my brother.
Oh.
Let me stop. My grandmother, every year on Christmas, that was like dear to me. Like my mother was on drugs, and my grandmother, she had other grandkids. So on Christmas, she definitely made me feel special. So I ain't getting no stuff all year round. So Christmas, I waited for. It was like, Christmas was like life to me. Mm-hmm. So my brother was lazy one year because he was living with my grandmother. But because we don't have the same mother, we got the same father. And they told him to bring me my gifts. And he didn't want to walk up the stairs, which was the second floor. And it has an elevator. Wow. He gave a crackhead my gifts and told him to take to Michelle.
Wow.
So the crackhead, I never got the gifts. I hated Christmas ever since. And that's the reason why I make sure a kid is happy, because it was just like trauma as a child. So I make sure a child don't have to go through that.
But for the people who listen, see, we on YouTube. And so, like I said, this is not like no New York or Harlem thing. This is big. We got people from LA, Detroit, Ohio, all over. So I want to be clear on this. Every year on Christmas, computers, bikes. Can you tell them? This is your story.
All right.
I mean, computers, real
the
computers.
First year, actually, when I did the Christmas drive, I have a salon in Harlem. And the first year was at my salon. It was a little boy, and he didn't have no coat. I was like, oh, put a coat on. And he said, I don't got one. So, like I said, I got a whole bunch of bros. I called all of them. Yo, don't do nothing for me for Christmas. Buy a kid a coat. So we ended up getting like 100 coats. On Christmas Day, I gave him the 100 coats out of my salon. The next year, I ended up getting 500 coats. Then I was like, oh no, I want toys and stuff. I want them to. So actually, I got 3 stores that I rent from Freedman Management. And Adam came down, that's the manager. The owner. And he was like, Michelle, this is great what you're doing. I want to participate. And he ended up giving me like 10,000 that day. He gave me 10,000, but not only did he give me 10,000 a day, me and him went shopping. So he's seen everything that he bought or whatever the case may be. The next year, I was like, oh. He said, next year I spent 20 of my own money. He said, Michelle, how much did you spend? I said, I spent 20. He said, okay, I'm matching that. And me and him went, and he matched the 20 that I spent. Then last year, we ended up spending over $100,000. So every year, it elevates.
Yeah, that's what. That's good.
$100,000, y'all. Like I said, it's confusing.
So this year, Luca
confusing.
and them said they open up, so we trying to do a $500,000. No, I think we're gonna do at least $250 this year.
Yeah, but like I was saying
Like
a little earlier,
computers, bikes. It's not no.
Previously, earlier in the show, I was getting to, but I wanted to wait till you got to it. But she gives out real gifts, like computers.
Yeah.
Real mountain bikes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like real. Jordans and all that. She ain't giving out that stuff like. Cause some people give back when they give back cheap stuff, but giving back is giving back.
No, but we giving back.
She gives back some real official stuff. Like shit, I'm sitting there, Michelle getting some bread over there, man. Yeah, she giving back for real.
Now
we don't living up to that name, man.
Yeah, the Big 139. We don't want to say nothing to that. Every gift is it's with
every gift counts. Yes, it does.
So we want to give shout out to our show in Atlanta. We syndicate in Atlanta. We'll give shout out to them guys also. But yeah, we don't want to minimize it. But go ahead.
No, but like I was saying, that the fact that the quality, because like I said, giving back is giving back, but she was giving back, like real, like I guess she big on Christmas. She was giving some real
I'm telling you, it's trauma, so it makes me
like this. Oh, I got one of these. What are we doing? I don't know. Michelle got it over there.
But the thing about it, it's healing. People don't realize it's such a healing process for me, and it works for me. Like giving them, it just makes me forget about the whole childhood trauma thing. So it's definitely a healing process.
Cause you do be having smile. You really like.
Yeah, they be, and kids is genuine. Adults they be like they beg for shit and then it's F you the next day. Kids really genuinely appreciate what you do for them. So that's why I would do for a kid that I don't even know before I do for certain people.
So let's double back. Because you got so much going on, we just thinking. So, and I'm going to hit this area. So, summertime, you did something, I think it was on 135th Street over there?
Yeah, Harlem.
Whole block.
Harlem Love.
Right.
Harlem Love, that's for the underserved. We have a lot of people with mental health. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what I did was I got the park, and the city was giving me the biggest problem. They was getting ready to charge me $25,000 to give away to the community. Because again, I don't have a 501c3. I don't have a nonprofit. Mm-hmm. So I don't get government funding or any of that stuff. So when you don't get that, they want you to pay for. So that's, I have a friend named CJ. CJ is like the best. CJ works with the politicians, and he ended up introducing me to Chauncey Parker. And it was crazy because I had people, shout out to y'all idiots, but they were telling the city that I was stealing money. And I was getting grants and not putting the money where it's supposed to be. I've never had a grant in my life. So one of the ladies, which is Miss Montgomery, she came to a couple of my things and a couple of my events. And when they was talking bad about me, she was like, oh no, I went there. I seen that it was totally different. And the next day they ended up giving me a permit. But they was like banning me for certain things because they were thinking I was getting all this money from the government, you know, because the things be lavish, but it be like the bros and Adam who, I mean, you know, they just support me. So, Harlem Love, we gave away free food, free haircuts, medical attention. There's a lot of people with mental illness. So we had a couple of therapists. I mean, last year was the first year, and it turned out amazing.
I see Inez Dinkins was there.
Yeah, it was amazing.
She's
amazing.
She had you come up, and she said she called you. Come here, Queen.
You know the crazy thing about her is that's one lady that I really respect. I went to events like years ago. I couldn't even get in her events. They stopped you at the door and etc. But when I had like a sit down and talk with her, she's very intelligent. Like she's a different
She's been around
type.
for a while too.
She's a different type of intelligent. I learned something like in 30 minutes what people can't teach me in years.
I got you.
She's amazing.
So what about, it seemed like you was kind of cool with I forgot her name, the white lady with the blonde hair. What's her name?
Oh, Gilmer.
Right.
Yeah, she comes to see me and, you know, she had asked me, that's who CJ works for.
Okay.
And she'll come in and see me and she'll ask questions about, what I like about her is when we have a conversation, she actually put it into effect. We won't have a sit down and she just be like, F it. Or she won't say she's going to do something and she don't do it. She'll say, well, Michelle, I could do this and I can't do that.
Right.
And I respect her. A lot of times she can't do certain things, but she'll tell me, you can't do this or I can't do this. So I respect that.
Has the mayor ever supported you anything, any events?
No.
Or pulled up or anything like that? Not one time.
No, but I can't even get mad at him because I've never invited him.
I got you.
So you get a lot of support from I see a lot of government. I mean, not government, but you know, assembly people. I see you were.
Eddie Gibbs, that's my homie. Eddie Gibbs is my dog. You know why? Because like I said, I work with a lot of programs. I'm a broker. So, but I was a director of housing, so I know how the programs go. So people have vouchers and can't get apartments. So I took Eddie to the apartment to show what's the holdup. And he got on it. He started calling, and now the process is getting a little easier. So that's what I like about Eddie. He's hands-on.
So you
say, come on, let's go to this apartment, let's do this inspection. Eddie is right there.
So you said you're a broker. How long you been doing that?
I've been a broker, for 15 years.
You like it? You said you had a salon earlier, and it's in Harlem. You have a support when you first got the salon.
I had that salon for 15 years. I had the salon for 16 years. What happened? No, 15, I can't remember. But when I got the salon, Vaughn, he was working somewhere else. I don't know how to do hair. And Vaughn was doing hair somewhere else, and they were closing the salon. And I was like, if I open one, would you run it? And he was like, yeah. So I opened the salon. He ended up getting cancer. He got cancer. So now, I got such an ego thing. The salon not bringing no money in, but I don't want nobody to see that I failed or something. So I'm just ditching money out my pocket, It's not even covering it. And later on, I ended up getting some people to work there. Vaughn got better. He came back, and then he ended up moving to Buffalo, and then I just started renting booths.
Okay. Cause you let the people know where your salon at.
132nd and 7th. The juice bar's on 119th and 5th. The real estate office is 119th and 5th. The other juice bar's on 143rd and 7th for Lenox. The community, whatever. And my event space is on 135th between 7th and 8th. And then I got a post op in Long Island.
Long Island. So you got somebody.
Hold up, Michelle. Hold up, Michelle. What you doing? You got a lot of LLCs going on, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's happening. So, what made you want to? I see you venture off in different things. Why do you have these different things?
Cause some shit, stuff blow up. Like during COVID, everything else slowed up, but it was the real estate that carried everything through.
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes things slow up. So you gotta have different things and
Different
everything.
entities.
Yeah, everything evolves. So
Yeah.
this week they might like event space. Next week they want something totally else.
Yeah.
So you gotta stay in tune with what's going on.
Yeah, because I went to I forgot what you call it, but it was like a business seminar with Master P on 57th Street in the hotel. You know, it was real. You had to pay certain money. You eat there twice. You eat breakfast and you eat lunch, but you're there all day. You got to get suited up and all that. Went to see Master P. He gonna give us some jewels. Had some performances. But one thing he said, man, he was like, you got to have 7 streams of income in order to really, be wealthy or be all right out here. And I looked at it, I said, dang, 7, I only got 3. I got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said 7 streams. He was giving up some real good jewels. And Master P, he said, oh yeah, he said, I might not have been that nice of a rapper, but I bet I got more cash than these rappers though. Like, when you rap, sometimes you fall off, you finish. But he got businesses up the ass, movie, production companies. So success, man, he's like, you got to get your LLCs up, your incorporations.
So what's your day look like? Because that's a lot of different business. What's your day look like? Waking up in the morning.
What's your team look like?
Yeah, your team. Yeah,
You have a team to do all that.
Because it's a lot. I know it's a lot.
Real estate is my passion. That's my real passion. Like placing the homeless. I get it like the real of that. So people would think, you know what? Oh, she could do 10, but it is a drive. Like when I see them kids smiling, it's a drive. So I put everything else aside and focus on that. The juice bar, that stuff. My son runs that. My son and my daughter runs that. And my passion is really the real estate. The salon, I rent booths. The event space, it rents itself.
Yeah, rents itself.
So it's not really. It's not. My biggest thing where it requires my time is real estate.
Yeah, they said that though. The country is ran on real estate, man. Real estate,
And then you gotta have some things making money while you sleep. Now my books as well.
Oh, you want to get to the books? So, how many books you have?
2.
And when was your first book come out?
No,
What's the
mine.
title?
I have 3.
3. So what's the name of your first book?
Queen of Harlem Commandments.
Can you tell the people what that book is about?
It was weird because Dame Dash, he called me. He was like, Michelle, I didn't know this happened, and he was like, yo, tell me about this. Like, Dame is like one of them who just like to hear crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I wrote down what happened. He's like, oh, that was crazy. What happened here? So Dame did that so much in maybe like 8-7 months time. I ended up having a whole book and didn't even know that I wrote a book.
Wow. So Dame inspired you?
Dame Dash inspired.
And you was also in now because it's starting to come to me. You had a little part in Honor Up movie,
Yeah,
right?
that came from stuff from the book.
Yeah.
So how you felt about acting? You like it?
No, absolutely not. It was because it was so weird. It wasn't like, oh, we planned it. I was actually there with him. He asked me to bring some stuff down for some of the actors. And when the part came, he was like, oh no, I need you to do this. So it wasn't planned. There wasn't no script. It wasn't none of that stuff. It was just, oh, I need you to do this.
So how did you feel when y'all went to the movie premiere and saw yourself on the big screen?
It was funny because it wasn't planned.
Right.
Yeah, so it was cool.
Dame. Shout out to Dame for
Shout
that
out to
one.
Dame. Dame looking out, huh?
Definitely, yeah, he definitely blessed.
But back to the basketball. You used to have a lot of rappers, Dave East, Jim Jones. Everybody's pulling up to your games.
Yeah, when I first did it, I gave Jim Jones and Dave East a team, and actually I think it was Fitlit, so it was Jim Jones, Fabolous, and Dave East. They had their own team, but they didn't win. Cakeaholics won. Pop, that's my cousin, love him to death, Harlem Hot Boy. So he in any game tournament he gets a team, and his team is fire. TNT, the money team, they super fire.
Yeah, that's when I knew it was
They
fire.
have like NBA players.
They Sean Bell had, I'm not even gonna
What's
say nothing.
Sean Bell?
Sean Bell from well, that's the name of the team. They're from Queens.
Okay.
And I'm not even gonna say it because guess what? I mean, I don't even want to sound horrible because I don't even remember. He had NBA players, but I'm not really into basketball, so I can't even tell you the name. So I don't want them to think I'm being sarcastic, but I really don't. But definitely, we did have NBA players.
Yeah, sometimes they come out in the summer.
Yeah.
To represent.
We definitely did,
teams.
and he was really good too.
Yeah, a lot of them. I went by. I think I went once or twice, just to check it out. And a lot of them dudes was nice, man. Like, was well ran. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, Harlem back a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't seen this since we grew up.
So,
you know
so Vito asked you about. He said Davies. You said Fabolous was there. Do they come like? They be out there often or like once a year?
No. Roddy I mean, every time I turned around, Waka Flocka came. Every time I turned around, it was like a different rapper who came.
I think it's important. You can't see that
and shout out to Cam. Cam called me and was like, "Oh, this is fire! I'm putting it on my show." So the support that they give me in Harlem is truly appreciated. They definitely support me.
Yeah, because it's important to kids to see faces that they might not think they're gonna see.
Yeah, and they do, and they
this close in that type of setting, not at a concert. They watching from afar. They walking by.
Now this year got really intense.
Mike Epps was there one time too.
Yeah.
Sitting up in the crowd cracking jokes and shit.
Yeah, Mike Epps.
Yeah, I was like, damn, man, must be she doing a thing over there, man.
Yeah, no, shout out to everybody because they definitely support. I mean, I have a big support system. Soon as they see that it's done, they just push me to do it more.
You used to throw parties. You don't throw parties no more?
No, but I used to throw parties. That was where I threw parties and it made sense. We was getting 25% of the bar, and they don't do that no more. I mean, we did parties with Sleep and Reggie and and Carrie and Carlton. Carlton make you work. That Carlton is a piece of work.
Yeah, he's another animal.
Because I thought I work hard, so I come in there and I be like, I made $15,000. I sold 5 tables. Carlton be like, all right, I made 8, and I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? He sold 8 tables, so he got like 20-something thousand. So Carlton don't sleep. That one will put flyers on. So Carlton is definitely somebody I like working with because he makes you go harder. He makes you think nothing you do is enough.
Yo, when you go to his parties, right? He tell you to get suited and booted. Sometimes he might tell you to get all white. Sometimes, but this dude got on some sweatpants, a t-shirt,
because he's
and some
working.
sneakers. Because I'm working.
He's
right. Yeah, a lot of other people they come, they fly with their party.
No.
Now Carlton getting the bottles, he moving, he making it happen.
He's really working.
Yeah, shout out to Robodope, man.
He's really working.
But even prior to it, he give out like a lot of flyers, late flyers on the cars and stuff like that. He don't be playing.
No, Carlton is that's a
he go to everybody party. Make sure he let them know he got a party.
That's how you.
One time that man called me at I think it was like 3 a.m. I'm asleep. I'm thinking like it's an emergency. I was like, hello? He's like, I just did every car in Queens. Fuck you, Jimmy. Like, you serious?
Because 3 o'clock in the morning, it's scary. First thing you think something happened to somebody.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. That one is putting flyers on cars.
Nah, he do. Like, I saw him party in the Bronx. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because I couldn't see. Because what's that? By Salsa Fuego.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My car parked in there. It looked like somebody creeping. It's that
I don't know.
But you just see
he put that footwork in.
You see somebody just slide. You see the shower. I'm like, fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yo, he's like, Doc, it's me.
Yeah, he put footwork
literally
in.
giving out, putting flyers on every car.
Yeah. Old school.
He
Old
works.
school.
That's how you get it.
He works.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did parties when it was fun. I did the party with the Circle, which was James, Kenny, and it was so weird. We gave away mink coats that year, and that was the first time Supper Club had a party like that, and it shut down the whole block. That's the first time they ever seen like the police on horses, but that party that set the bar for me tremendously. Shout out to J-Mo and Lincoln, the Circle. They put me where I need to be because we gave away a pink mink. I think it was like 10,000 to a girl, a Chanel bag, and
I see my man Mel Maxey pull up on you with the black mink for some.
Mel Maxey, super shout out to Mel Maxey. He was so dope.
Yeah.
He came to me. He was like, I'm gonna make your shit pop, and I was like, okay. And he came there with the mink coat, and he came to my office before, and he was like, what you wanted to say on the inside? And he was like, I'm gonna put a Queen of Harlem tournament. And he did it, brought the coat, and they loved it.
Mel Maxey.
Yeah, Mel Maxey, shout out.
Yeah, we had him on the show before.
Yeah, he was so dope. I mean, that is definitely a fashion icon.
Yeah, he makes some fly shit, man. Get with Mel
And
Maxey.
he support everything I do. I cannot say it. Anytime I do something, he's like, yo, Michelle, you need something for this, or you need. Mel Maxey is 100% definitely a supporter.
Yeah, it's a good.
That's how I had to be. The Jewish people, they keep the money in the circle.
Yeah.
They don't play it, but you know our peoples, we still fall apart when it comes to that. It's so far.
But we can't give up the fight, though. You know.
Nah, you can't.
Okay.
We gotta, we can change two people's lives or thought patterns of, it's a difference, man. Like just like a lot of our fallen heroes died. You know what I'm saying?
But we don't get, to be honest, we don't get the support we need from Harlem, and we done got people, a lot of people on the show that, to be honest, ain't really had to be no need to really be on the show, because really, you have to be working. It's like you have to earn it, and so a lot of people didn't really earn it. We just had them on there, and we don't get the support we need. And we was like really the boys. We did all type of media events, everything, giveaways. We did a lot of stuff, and we don't get the support like we should. You know what I'm saying?
But we keep going though. But like you were saying, is that
our support be coming from the outside.
we big in Harlem, we big in Jersey, but we real big everywhere else. Man. Dudes be pulling up on the highway. Dude pull up when we in the highway. I'm like, he waved the food. Yo, the P139, don't feed. I'm like, oh shit, But Doc be calling, yo, nigga, just stop me over here.
Yeah,
so we keep going because we ain't worry about that. I think you got a war at the same time. We got a war with Bunny.
Shout out to Bunny.
Harlem Bunny, shout out to Bunny.
Then she made it to Apollo because we did that kind of like together. We told we gonna work because we part of the committee.
We did Bunny for free because she family.
Okay.
We on the committee and pray. You should get on the committee. Because the reason why I said that, because you got a strong following, and it's embarrassing. You go to the West Indian parade, you go to Puerto Rican parade, Irish parade. They parade be nice. They have all type of people come back, like Fat Joe and them for the Puerto Ricans, Irish people, O'Shannon, the guys. Our parade don't be like that.
They used to.
Yeah, but we can get it back.
This shit wasn't that bad though.
Nah, come on. When I was growing, we had both sides.
No, I know, I understand what you're saying, but this year it actually got a little better because it was on every news channel. I thought it was on one. It was on channel 2, channel 4, channel 1, channel 7. It was on every
I'm not
news
saying
channel.
it, but what I'm saying is it could get
No, he's
better.
probably saying
The quality. Somebody need to put some money up.
It ain't the money, it's the support of the people.
Yeah, but I mean,
But you know
sponsors.
what? Honestly, no. Not even with the sponsors. It's a lot of people that don't know how. It's more of a don't know how. Because I know people that's very talented that wanted to do the parade but didn't know where to go to. So it's not really advertised on who do you connect to get a flow or to the.
And
But
the
they
man
would
that's in
love for somebody
charge.
like you, because I think you could bring.
The man that's in charge he's the original. If he's not the original guy,
Yeah, he been
he's
about
one of
a
the
long
original
time.
guys.
Yeah,
he's about 80, and he's saying he's gonna keep it just like it is until he ain't around no more. We even had several meetings with him at the Schomburg Center on 16th Street, everywhere, and we try to give our young influence, and he'd be like, I hear what y'all saying, but we gonna keep it high. We've been doing it for the last
I think if
50
they had
years.
more like
He ain't trying to hit,
'cause
It
ain't just about just Harlem, because they think like a Harlem Day Parade, people who from Harlem should always come back. It's an African Day Parade. It's for black
African American.
African American. So it's not like, you see, Puerto Rican, you have people from all over go there, not just people from New York. And that's where I think more like celebrity influence, I think, will help. Because when we was kids, we always like
I lived for the parade. I lived in La Carter on Grand Court.
Yeah.
So on 16th Street, we go outside. The parade was like, I could even watch the parade out my window. So the
It's
parade
both
was like
sides of the streets. Now it's not like that.
Yeah.
You think that'd be something you're interested in to help out in some type of way?
I definitely will.
Yeah, because we trying, like I said, we part of the committee. We trying to get it back to get the kids.
Yeah, definitely.
Cause they just kill our parade. It's over early. They shorten the blocks. It used to go with the 142nd. Now it stops at 135th, right?
Oh no, I used to go all the way
All the
uptown.
way
I used to
up.
go
All the
one,
time. Yeah. So
Let's go all the way uptown.
we working.
On 7, where you can't go no more is what? On 1, right where McComb's at, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
McComb,
They used to go way uptown. Yeah, they stopped the short. But it definitely needs some more influences.
It
you
needs
know?
some more influence. Like
You know, but like I said, the guy, he's stuck in his ways.
People
You
have to
know?
come.
You met him.
No,
Yusuf.
yeah, I think he open minded. I think more people come and you know, just this face is there. Just us in Harlem, like you said, you got following everybody. You know, support the parade.
No, everybody would, but I mean, they just don't know how.
Right.
It's more of a I don't know how thing.
We used to live for that parade.
Yeah.
I know I was a little kid. The parade was everything to
that
us,
shit.
man.
And one thing you always see people, if they moved out of state, you know you're gonna see them. Everybody come back.
It is a very
Just for the parade, yeah. Just for the parade.
Everybody come back. It just went crazy.
So you ever thought about doing something at the Rucker Park?
Actually, I sponsored the team at the Rucker Park years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was good. The people at the Rucker, I got mad love for them, but
You got your baby now, so you're good over there.
you know, and the crazy thing about it is, I think my baby is too small. I thought that we was gonna build, had to build, like it was gonna start small, but it shot out. So I don't know. I think hopefully I'm gonna do it this year, but I don't know.
You don't want to try to move it over to the Rucker?
No, the Rucker got their own thing now.
Oh, they still going? Because it ain't advertised like it used to be.
Oh,
Yeah, they have their own thing going.
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, 'cause people try to call. I'm sorry. To be callers, you want to talk to Michelle, Queen of Harlem, 646-628-4264. People been, I'm slipping. 646-628-4264. 646-628-4264. Yeah, people been asking.
Hey, so you got so you're not doing Halloween, that's coming up.
646.
No.
So you're doing Thanksgiving.
Yes.
646-628-4264.
So that requires a lot of work. Team, let's talk about your team, because you got a lot going on. Team, how many, you got staff members? I mean, what's up with your
What are you
team?
talking about, far as the Christmas drive?
Your businesses
No, your team.
and all other stuff you do outside.
She said her son
That takes a
and her
lot of
daughter.
work.
It's, you know, the thing about it is, I don't think about it.
Right.
So when you just go, you just do. I do what I can and that's what I can. So I run off that, and I'm not gonna be broke. So I work 18 hours a day,
Right,
no
right.
matter
You
how
ain't
much.
you ain't doing that no more.
No, so
Right,
I mean, I work.
That's your drive.
So I work.
And giving back.
Yeah.
That's all right.
She says her son and her daughter.
Yeah, but my
is
son and my daughter, the juice bar they run.
Right. So they starting to help you with that. How's the juice bar doing?
The juice bar's good. It's on 119.
I think Cam got some juicy.
Simply
he had
Juice
it in it.
Yeah, it's
Camron?
yeah, it's Pink Horse.
Uh-huh.
We have Pink Horse in there.
The guy that got it up in it too.
Yes.
So is there anything that we didn't touch on that you got going on? Because you got a lot going on that you would like people to know that you got going on?
We have a caller. 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 People want to hear themselves.
Hey, caller, we can't hear you.
No, it's the delay.
So if you touch a little bit that you got going on, because you got a lot going on that you would like people to think that you got going on, we have a talk.
It's his background. Whatever we got in his background.
Yes, we hear you, caller. It's your background. Can you turn it down, your background?
Let him call back.
Caller? Caller?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, you hear Michelle. You got something to say to her?
Yeah, man. Yo, what's up, man? I'm a fan of the show, man. The Beat 139.
Yes. Go ahead. You want to say something to her? We got a lot of calls coming in right
Yeah,
now.
I'm a fan of the show, man. 139. About time I got somebody that's real on there that's really protecting our community and doing stuff for our communities. And it ain't, like she said earlier in the program, it ain't come from a government grant. It's come from her pocket. So she really care. That's what we need in the communities. All of them. My name is Benny. I do the same thing.
Ben, what up, Ben?
What up, Ben? What up? Shout out. What up, Ben?
Queens get the money.
Hey, baby, shit, I got the sweatsuit on, right, baby?
And I see you, brother. But I'm saying, it's her night. It's her night. And it's just good to do, bro. You know, a lot of people don't do that, man.
Exactly.
And taking his money from the government, they ain't doing nothing about the community. She's doing it, bro. We gotta support the juice bars, we gotta support everything. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. And one thing about her business. She don't touch on her business with nobody. She helped me get a spot. You feel me? Me, I'm from Queens. I ain't from Harlem. I'm from Queens. She helped me. You know what I'm saying? So, all respect, and I respect her. You know what I mean? She's definitely a queen, man. That crown, the village gave her that. She didn't point herself there. The village gave her that.
There it is.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ben.
Of course.
All right, bro. Thanks for calling, Ben.
You have another caller. Caller.
Stay background.
Your background. There's a lot of people calling, but I couldn't click over it. He'll call back in a minute.
Yeah. Okay. You inspiring people.
I was inspired.
There you go. There you go.
Caller, you had with Queen Harlem. What's good?
Oh yeah, that's trying to come up. I respect the hustle. And the question is, what advice does the Queen have for entrepreneurs trying to come up in whatever industry they're in, whatever they're trying to do? She's been through a lot. She's been there. She's done many things. What advice does she have for everybody else that's coming up?
Can I curse?
Yeah, you curse.
Fuck everybody's opinion. It's so many things that I've done that people was like, oh, it's going to fail. Like, even when I bought my first house, my friend was like, in 5 years, you're going to lose it. It's 17 years later, I still got it. So, people's not going to understand your focus. They're not going to understand your drive. They're not going to understand what works for you and your goals. So, me personally, I wouldn't tell nobody my personal business until I develop it. Because, people kills your dreams. So, if you got, if it's a sweatshirt and you feel that sweatshirt is hot, you go on what you feel, not what somebody else say. I wouldn't ask nobody's opinion on when I'm an entrepreneur, when it's at the beginning. The birth of it, I birth it myself. And then, people are dream killers.
Right.
So all you have to do is have a drive, and you got to realize it's not going to come overnight. And it's okay to fail. I failed 9,000 times.
Okay.
And I did it again.
Thank you for that. And just to follow up, I look at you, I look at some of my people like Hip Hop Chef VR, my man Mike Boogie, who have, tried it and failed. What is something, if you can look back on a young Michelle, on a young Queen of Harlem, even before you became Queen of Harlem, what are two things that you would have done differently?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Say less.
Every mistake that I made build character. I learned from everything that went wrong. The things that went right and went wrong. Everything I learned from. So I wouldn't change nothing.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. And I'm going to take your advice.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
These guys
Someone-
are kicking my butt.
Someone said, did she write the book on Alpo? You wrote a book on Alpo?
Absolutely not.
Global Media.
I don't know anything about him, so I couldn't write no book on him. I don't know nothing about him.
I saw in the comment section.
Oh, absolutely not. Wasn't Michelle.
I would say slip that one in.
All right, so back to what I was asking you about the.
We got Danbury, Connecticut. What up?
Another call. There we go.
The one on the left next to the girl, and he talks to AV.
Say that again?
To the background.
Bro, can you turn the background down?
What was the main thing? What was the one lesson that AV wanted to know for the youth?
Your background.
His volume is too high.
Turn your volume down, bro.
Homeboy with the hat next to the girl.
We both got hats.
You both got hats on, man.
Turn the volume down or we're going to cut him.
He's the one that talked to AZ. If he could go back, what was the main lesson for the youth?
Just tell him the main lesson. I don't know. Just tell him.
What he said?
Just tell him the main lesson for the youth.
The main lessons for the youth is to respect your elders, man. That's all. Respect your elders. That's what I got for you. A lot of these young dudes don't respect elders no more. You know, they hurting the older people, man. They doing things that you scaring our senior citizens and stuff like that. You know, they need to respect their elders, man.
Yes, we got another caller. Caller, you here with Michelle? Caller, you here, Queen Harlem?
Yeah, I'm calling for Michelle.
All right.
We on the phone, we calling in Michelle. This Auntie Debbie and Faye in the freezer.
Hi, Auntie Deb. Hi, my Faye. That's okay. Remember I said I hung out with older girls?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Faye. It was Faye.
Yeah,
And Freesia, yep, that was my clique. The older girls is my clique. That's them. Those are my day ones. So I don't have young day ones. Those are my day ones.
Yeah, she's doing a whole lot of things here. And we love it. She's really, really invested in our community. She's not just talking about it, she's being about it. That's my niece.
Auntie Deb, but shout out to Cone. That's Cone's mother. You know, Cone is my bro. That's Auntie Deb.
Yeah.
All right, caller, you good? You want to say anything else?
You doing your thing. This is your day one KL. Love you.
And they know how much I love baby.
Keep up the good work.
They brought me outside. Like, they brought me outside. Like, I was more like a shy and back. Like, they got me to where fighting and all that stuff. I ain't. So once you fight with them, you don't have problems with other girls. Because they say, it's too many of them. So that's who brought me outside. Painting up, that's who brought me outside.
And you definitely support, you definitely support my seafood corner on 114th and Lennox. I got the seafood going on, pull up.
And it's good. Yes.
Pull up for the seafood.
Okay. 114 in Lennox. All right, ladies, thanks for calling in. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Queen of Harlem, boy. Getting a lot of love out there. That's what's up. Shout out to Betty for calling in. Little sweatsuit I got from a Wolf of Sheep's Clothing. Shout out. You know, got my man Snob. We're going to rock one of your joints.
Yes.
Rock everybody clothing. You ever thought about doing a clothing line?
Absolutely not.
Okay. You doing everything else. I just asked. You know what I'm saying? But I bet it'll sell though, because the way you got things going on right now, people you show a lot of love, people probably buy like hotcakes, man. But it's a lot of work.
That's not for me.
I got you.
That's not for
I
me.
got you. You got any links and stuff like that people can want to get at you? Social media links or any website or something?
Queen of Harlem, and my real estate company is michellesmallsrealty.com.
Okay.
Y'all heard that? A lot of people, they said they're very interested in the story. They said they love to see a woman.
Oh, well, go to Amazon. My book is on Amazon. Oh, it was a bestseller twice. It's on Amazon. It's called Queen of Harlem Commandments.
So you got registry in January 2024 for the basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see people saying this.
Yeah, they want to, on January, I'm going to start taking teams. And it's like pretty much first come, first served.
You got people,
Early.
You got people from LA said they're showing love out on the West Coast.
Okay, thank you. Shout out to the West Coast.
Philadelphia said they checked in. Ohio. Yeah, a lot of people checking in from other states.
Well, thank you.
That's
I
the
appreciate it.
B139 till we all over the place, I tell you. That's how they do it.
Yeah, so we wrap this up, y'all.
Yo, Queen of Harlem, man, we ain't gonna keep all night. We got a lot of businesses to attend. We want to thank you for coming to the show. Now stay tuned, we got a post-interview with my brother Keith Cash. And that's what we gonna do, B139.